Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. It's December 3rd and the thank you. The concept video that I have planned is probably not going to happen because
you dropped it?
It's a little later in the evening, so I figured I would do my other video that I wanted to do yesterday, which was basically me and my husband's love story. He says you guys probably won't want to hear it, but we're gonna tell it anyway. So, you done?
Oh, you don't. My bad. I thought you wanted some.
Here, Aiden, you want to show them your advent calendar? Oh, you want me to get that? Alright, so this is day 3's advent calendar, and it is called that. If you can see. Okay, it's spelled M-Y-R-R-H. Oh yeah, you're doing good. Here, come up here, buddy. Oh yeah, right there. That's perfect. Oh, you're so good.
M-Y-R-R-H?
Yeah.
Myra? Or
Ooh,
Mir?
okay.
Myr?
Here, you got to show right here in the camera, buddy.
Ha
It's okay, buddy. Yeah, you're doing so good. Okay. So.
I put a barbecue sauce on that boob?
No. The internet's gonna tell on you. So we met. The year is still iffy. Because it's between 2012 and 2013. Aiden's going to read a book while we tell the story. So it was in between 2012 and 2013. And we went to the same high school. And we were in the same theater class. He was like a football player and didn't want to be in the class. Yes, you were.
I was just on the team. I don't really play. I was just one of those guys that stand on the sideline with a suit on.
That's still on the team.
I guess.
So he was on the team. And, of course, I don't know if it's for everybody, but you have to take an elective, and theater just so happened to be his elective. So, we were in the same theater class. I've never knew him from 9th to 10th grade. So 11th grade was like the first time we met. And in theater class, he was really, really quiet. Like he didn't talk to nobody. And I thought that was strange. And at that time of the year, I had just had surgery on my feet. I had a bunionectomy, and I had to wear these like these platform looking shoes.
You know the bra.
They were I don't think anybody thinks that here. But they were like platform looking shoes, and they were New Balances, and my feet used to hurt a lot because I didn't walk a lot that summer. And then once I got to high school and had to walk to all these classes, my feet were like exhausted. And then like theater was like our 6th period, right?
Something like that. It was late.
Yeah, it was really late in the day, so I was always tired. So then just this one day, like out of nowhere, I came up to him and I sat next to him. I said, "Hey, can I put my feet on you?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Can I put my feet on you? My feet hurt. I've been, we've been walking all day, and I just had surgery on my foot, and it really, really hurts. So can I put my foot on you?" And it wasn't even like a oh, I'll just like, lay one foot. I took both my shoes off and literally put my sock feet on. And we never talked ever.
2 feet.
Yeah.
Both of them.
We never talked.
You didn't even know me. I couldn't have a foot fetish, I like bite toes or something. You don't know. What? You got a foot fetish or something? Why you staring at me?
Yeah, he does.
Oh. Don't you talk to me like that.
Yeah, so then...
Crazy.
So then that's when did we even like introduce ourselves at that point?
No, it was, hey, can I put my feet on you? Take shoes off, put feet on pants. These were, what kind of pants I had? I don't know. They were expensive.
He was a designer-y kind of guy.
Were like some,
that wore like designer
some
clothes.
Polo Ralph Lauren pants. You know, I mean, of course, I didn't pay for them, but I heard they were expensive. You know, this random girl just put her feet on these nice, expensive pants. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So
then she's like, "Oh yeah, I just had surgery on my toes. Had to vasectomy and now my feet hurt." And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. My mom broke both her legs in a car accident a couple years ago, so I understand that, you know, feet hurt thing." Then I was like, "Oh, I was like, I'm good at foot massage because, you know, my mom broke her legs."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, I would love a foot massage." I started rubbing her foot. It's the worst mistake of my life.
And ever since then, we started to get to know each other. We learned each other's names, and we learned that we both like music.
No, we didn't learn each other's names.
So they know each
this
other's
kid wanted to call. What were we doing? Who started that?
Somebody
called us husband and wife. So in theater class,
it wasn't our fault.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
She was the wife, and I was the husband. We had just learned each other's names, and we were already husband and wife, and that's kind of.
But no, we didn't say that though. Yeah, we didn't say that in particular. Like, I'm not that crazy girl, but like someone else was. No, I didn't. But someone else was. And, so that point on, it was okay. So the following year, when we were like, it was like New Year's of the next year.
No, it wasn't New Year's of the next year. It's New Year's of the same year, darling.
Really?
Yes. Why are you getting your time frames mixed up?
It's hard to think that far back. Okay, you go.
Because it's a school year. It's always weird. So a husband and wife in the theater class. This is the beginning of the school year. So now you fast forward to Thanksgiving break. What? What you want? I'm telling the story right now.
Yeah, you want us to tell you a story?
Can I
not sit with us?
Can I not talk? Why you fixing your pants? What's wrong with you? The belly button. You want to give me a kiss? What do you want? You got a book right here. Here, book. You want another book? Damn, bully.
Okay.
You gonna stop bossing me around.
So following years, so we go into Thanksgiving break and we like finally get each other's phone numbers. Okay. I said same year. Whatever. Anyway, we get each other's phone numbers during Thanksgiving break. And we start to talk and all that stuff and get to know each other. And then we weren't really like together at that point.
We just talking.
Yeah.
Then you invited me to that.
And then I
Christmas
invited
Eve
him
party.
to my mom's annual Christmas Eve party that we have all the time.
And she brought her boyfriend
Oh my God.
at the time.
Ooh,
So,
you okay?
so we get to this Christmas Eve party, and there's this boyfriend, and me, and who else was there? Wasn't there? Kashante was there, a friend from school, and did Deja come? No, Deja wasn't there. All right.
They didn't like each other.
Right. All right, so yeah, so she is sitting there with her boyfriend.
Do you have to emphasize it?
Yes, because what? What? What book? Go get the book. Go get your book. What you yelling at me for? Get the book. It's right there on the floor.
So I had the boyfriend or whatever, and I invited him, DeAndre, over anyway. His name DeAndre. I know he has different names in different Vlogmases. That's just how we play with each other. So he'll be Richard or Brad, and I'll be Samantha or something like that. But anyway, so So he comes to this Christmas party, and I did have a boyfriend at the time, but like it's high school, like we're all dating, I don't know. And so that Christmas, the boyfriend at the time, and his nickname was Turtle Guy because he looked like a turtle. Like he was not cute, but he actually he brought me some Snickers for Christmas, and my mom was like, "That's trash," and I was like, "Okay, mother." So then DeAndre comes in with his mom, and he got me. This was before we were, you know, giving gifts or whatever. And then once it was time to give gifts, he gave me this teddy bear. And I was like, oh my gosh, like how did he know that I like teddy bears and all this stuff? And then my mom looked at the teddy bear and she's like, oh, there's jewelry on it. Kira, there's jewelry on it. Oh my God. And I was like, oh, that's big pimpin'. I don't know. Whoa, that's a lot to say. So then, later on I found out that the jewelry wasn't on there. Didn't like come with the bear, so I was like, oh crap, that's crazy. So then after everybody left, my mom goes, so who was that guy in like the burgundy outfit with the hat and the glasses? He was so nice and respectable and he talked to everybody. I like him. We should date him.
Get the books. Get your books.
Oh, mother.
Hey, I'm not chasing you.
So then, after that,
come on, let me bring it here.
We go into the new year.
Bring it here, I read.
And then February,
yeah, come on.
I broke up with the other boyfriend or whatever. And then after that,
let's read it. You ready?
After I broke up with that boyfriend, I texted DeAndre and I was like, hey, you know, do you want to be like, you know,
one day,
you and me and me and you, like a unit, like one? My son's asleep.
He washed the dishes with too much soap.
Like a unit, like be. And he's like, what are you saying to me? Do you want to be my girlfriend or something?
You don't want me to read it?
And I was like, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend. And then he was like, okay, whatever. Because the way his family worked, there wasn't really like a girlfriend-boyfriend thing going on. So when he was like, you want to be my girlfriend? And he's like, yeah, whatever. I was like, okay. So we become boyfriend and girlfriend. And now we're dating all through our senior year of high school.
Yeah. The second part of junior year through the summer all the way through senior. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we get through. Yeah, because I was So we get through our junior year as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then I said, you know what would be crazy? If we are together for like a year, we should get engaged. Now I'm that crazy girl because I really like this guy. So I was like, I was like, if we're together long enough, like by a year, we should get engaged. So our year anniversary came, and he asked my dad if he. Didn't you ask for my hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he asked my dad if it was okay. Now he's like 17.
Yeah, because you're older.
Yeah, so he's 17 and I'm 18. So the 17-year-old boy goes up to my dad and is like, hey, may I have your daughter's hand in marriage? And what did my dad say?
Huh?
What did he say when you like asked him?
Let's see how this story go. So it was. So of course you were like, oh, we should get engaged, blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And of course everybody was like, oh my God, that's so young. Oh my God, that's so young. Oh my God, you shouldn't do it. That's so young. Oh my God. Then I remember Mama Sunshine was like, I mean, you know, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You know, you gotta ask for her. You gotta ask for her daddy's blessing because this is a southern state and we real southern. You know, so you gotta do it right. I was like, oh, okay. Then I was like, well, how do you feel about it? She was like, I'm just saying, you gonna do it, you gotta do it right. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So then I go to the daddy, and I was like, so we were okay, we were cool, you know. It was plain father-in-law, son-in-law kind of thing. It was, you know.
Now he loves me.
He liked me. I was a respectable young kid, all that kind of stuff. Then he goes, I go, you know, if I wanted to marry a daughter, would you be okay with that, you know? And he was like, he was kind of the same way, you know. That's, you know, y'all young, and you know, if y'all gonna do it, y'all gotta do it right, you know. Don't be, you know, do right by my daughter and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, of course. And he said, yeah, I think that'd be fine. If that's what she wants and that's what y'all want to do, y'all do it. And I was like, okay. So then of course I get my mom to help me go pick out a ring. She's like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, will you just take me to get a ring? Stop talking to me, right? So now we go and we're picking out the ring. She's like, I like this ring. And I was like, I thought you just said that was a bad idea. Well, if you gonna do it, gotta look good. So we pick a ring, get this ring, and it's our 1 year anniversary, and we're doing this dinner at her mom's house. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give her the ring, and I'm gonna propose and all that kind of stuff at the 1 year anniversary. So we get to her mom's house. I have it, and it's in my pocket. And so the only people that know about the ring is my mom, her mom, and Kayla?
That's my sister.
Yeah.
Kayla.
Who is it? She the second?
Yeah.
Second oldest? And her sister. And the second oldest, she's so excited. Oh my God. Let me see the ring. Well, no, it's not your ring. I want to tell her. Why would you tell? I'm marrying her, not you. Why would you tell her? I want to tell her. Okay, whatever. So first of all, I was nervous. I was scared. Didn't know how this was going to go. I just bought this $1,000 ring. I was 17, turning 18, something like that. This was probably going to be the best thing I've ever done, or worst thing I've ever done. But hey, we were here, we were queer, and we were getting it done. So I give the ring to her sister, and I was like, just take this in there and give it to her. She was sitting on the couch. She comes in there and she gives it to you. I'm standing in the kitchen behind the wall, and I'm like looking around the corner, trying to see what she looks like. She opens this thing, and she's just like, got her mouth open, just. I'm like, what's she doing? And she's just sitting there with her mouth open, just, oh my God. So she doesn't say anything.
Because we had picked out, like, you know, when you're like, oh, let's get engaged, and you send, like, reference rings. He got the complete opposite of what I've said. And it was, like, this big, like, diamond and things. And I was like, oh, my God.
Got a kiss.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Then,
like, I couldn't even cry because I was so shook.
What? Yes. What you want? I'm talking over here.
Yeah, so then he comes in and he...
Can I finish?
And I think at that point he gets on one knee. He doesn't say anything. So he's just kind of on the one knee looking at me. I'm looking at the ring, looking at him. I'm like...
What, baby?
What?
What?
I'm so confused. And then,
Baby.
What is it?
You got 2 books right here.
And then... My dad's like watching some movie in the background. He's watching some type of action movie or something. So when he sees that DeAndre's on like one knee, he's like, oh, well, why you guys didn't say anything? I would have stopped the movie. So then
he presses pause.
Yeah.
And I'm, you know, of course, like I said, she's staring at me. I'm staring at her. We're not saying nothing. Then I have to kind of go, so you want to do this or what? You like it? Yeah, you know, because if you don't like it, I can take it back. She's like, no, oh my God, yes. And I was like, all right, okay. This is, whoa. And then, of course, everybody's looking at us like, what is wrong with these children?
But we know each other's, like, love language. So it was just like, hold on, buddy.
So all the adults are just
You want some of this?
Are they smoking something? What? Like, he didn't ask her a question. She didn't answer the question. They're just, like, excited.
Here, sit
we
down.
don't get it.
Yeah. So then we're engaged for like 2 years at this point. We live in we live in an apartment together, and then his mom moves up north. We move into her house, and then we are in the process of finding our own house. So it is 2016. I want to say that it was like the beginning of, no, it's the end of June. Nope, it's end of April. End of April. We're in the car. At this point, I'm working 2 jobs. He's working like 12,000 hours and all this stuff.
All the kisses.
And we're in the car waiting on his brother to come out.
Darling?
And he goes, why don't we just go and get married?
What do you want?
He's like, why don't we go in and get married? And I was like, well, I already have a venue. I already put the deposit down for the venue. And he's like, well, why don't we just go and do it? Like, what are we waiting on? And I was like, I really want to do it a specific day. There's certain aspects that I really want. And it's just, like, you're
can't just read this book?
pulling me in places that, like, I want to do it a certain way. So we go in back into Papados, because that's where we both worked at the time. And there was this waitress. Bartender at the time. And I think we asked her, like, hey, if your fiance wanted to just go ahead and get married and, like, go against everything that you ever wanted, would you just go ahead and do it? And she's like, yeah, like, why are you waiting? And da-da-da. And I was like, and that's things that we base our stuff on. Like, we're heads or tails do this kind of people. And that just happened to be our heads at the time. So I said, you know what? Fine. If you want to go and do this, I'm going to pick the day. So I wanted to do it on the day that we actually got together, the day he asked me to marry him, all that stuff. Since I didn't have that amount of time, I was like, you know what? We'll just do it next week. And next week happened to be May. And then I was like, oh, 5/5, that'd be dope. So we went ahead and got married on Cinco de Mayo, and we went to the court.
Will you get
Yeah,
out
sit right
camera?
here. Look, everybody.
Diva?
So we went to the courthouse, and it was like so spur of the moment. Like, my mom called, like, my brother-in-law. The only reason he was gonna be there was because he lived with us at the time. It's not like he was like invited or something, but like, you know. And my mom called me, and I'm like, literally like, yeah, I'm getting married. And she's like, so what, you don't want like your mom and your dad there? What about your siblings and all this stuff? And I'm like, well, come on, here's where we're getting married, let's go. So now it's turned into a legit ceremony. And we are in the back of the courthouse, because the back of the courthouse, behind it was a park. Behind it was a park with a leaky fountain that sprayed water everywhere. So everybody's here. But it was the spur of the moment. So my siblings got to miss school, because I'm sure it was a school day or something. Yes, because I had to go to work that day. But I ended up calling in because I was like, I just got married. So my siblings got to miss school, but they were like dressed for school. Like, my brother had on sweatpants. I think my sister had on sweatpants. His brother had on jeans and then a shirt that looked like a tuxedo. We had on kind of dressed up clothes, but kind of not dressed up clothes. And so we start this ceremony. We don't know how to write vows. So at this point, we're saying things from the heart. So I think my vows are like, you know, hey, I love you so much and I promise to be a wonderful wife and a doting mother to your children and, you know, support you in all your endeavors. What were your vows?
My vows to my wife were roses are red, violets are blue. No words can describe how much I love you. Poetic, I know.
Bro, my mom was livid. Like livid.
She's still talking about it.
My mother, yes, she still brings it up. Like,
Yes,
hey, do you
yes,
remember
my
when your
daughter.
husband said this? So we did all that, kiss,
What?
boom, we're married.
What do you want, darling?
And that's where pretty much our lives began.
How
After
can
that,
I help you, my darling?
when we first met, he first told me, oh, I want kids. I love
What
kids.
do
I have
you
to have
want,
kids. I said, okay,
my
great.
darling?
Well, here's my criteria for giving someone kids. I need to be married. I need a house and stable, you know, living environments. So after we got married and after we bought this house, our first house together ever, I said, okay, I'll give you children. And that was after being married for 2 years.
Oh?
We were married for 2 years. And then we had Aiden.
Wait, what? No.
No, 3 years?
We got married at 16 to 17. We
Oh, it was 2 years.
So, no, it wasn't 2 years, darling.
1 year.
Like a year and some change.
Okay, a year and a half we had Aiden. And then now
yeah, because it would have been 2 years in May, but we had Aiden in January.
Yes.
So
okay.
It was what, a year?
A year and a half.
10 months?
Sure.
No. January, February, March.
As you can see, we're not good with time frames. So
what's
that
12 months? 7 months. A year and 7 months.
Yeah, and then we gave birth to our beautiful son, and then 29, 21?
21, 9, what?
21 months later. No, not 20. Yes, 21. Something like that. Aiden was like 20. In October, he's 20. Because January is 24. 20 months. Exactly 20 months. Later, we have our second son, Ethan. And that, my dear people, is our love story. So,
Crappy, I know.
I became a Kara Green Bonnet. Yeah. Oh, you tell it. Here, you want some? That's good.
Oh my goodness, get all the treats.
So, yeah. What I love about my husband is that he is the yin to my yang, and I feel like I'm the yin to his yang. Cause he's like rock. He's like the rock, and I'm like the not rock. And yeah. And I think he's funny and sweet, and he's a team player, and he just makes me smile. What do you like about me, dear?
Oh my God. Yin and yang. She's cute. She's cute.
I'll take You're cute too.
She makes me smile.
Okay, here, let's put the chapstick down first.
You made it seem so easy to do this.
It is. Like, it just rolls out. Well, women do it all the time. Men don't do that all the time. Here, give me this, and then I'll give you some coffee.
What'd I say? Yin and yang, make me smile. She's cute.
Here, look. I thought you wanted some coffee.
We compliment each other.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm like, oh, well, I can't say serious all the time because that's completely not true. But I'm the what?
You burped.
Thank you. Aiden, stop that. I'm the strong one, you know, want to get stuff done, and she's not sometimes. But then I'm also the angry one, and she's like the super patient one. Cause
he wants to fight this little boy
best
right now.
believe Shorty over there can get these hands. But she's all nice and compassionate and patient and stuff, and I'm not all the time. I'm not none of that most of the time.
Wait.
That is so unnecessary. Why'd you do that? See, this is why. Why are you doing that?
So that's us. So thank you for listening to our love story. And
Anybody want to buy a kid?
hope you... No, we can't still judge. Hi, you come and sit down? No? Okay.
Why are you eating?
Hope you enjoyed it, and we will definitely see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4. You want to say bye-bye?
Take the plate out your mouth and say bye-bye.
Oh my God. Here, can I have this?
What's wrong with you?
Oh my God. Here, say bye-bye.
Now, you was just in the camera earlier. Not all of a sudden.
Say bye-bye. Can we please not do this? Oh God, he has to go to bed. He's probably going to bed in 15 minutes. So.
I wouldn't like or subscribe to this.
This is real life. Jerk. Okay. Vlogmas Day 4. Tomorrow. See you. Yes.
Be there or be square.
Yes. All the things. You're so trash.
What's he doing?
Okay, bye. Bye, guys.